Yep. So, Gen 5 has a special place in my heart. It got me through my darkest days, my most depressed. Hal, one character in there, and Natural Harmonia Gropius. Hopefully I said that right. But yeah, N is my boy. He went through trial and tribulation. He was manipulated and groomed by Getzes. He broke the cycle of generational trauma. He fought against his father will for world domination. Alright? He grew so much as a character. And that day on the Ferris wheel. Oh my god, that day on the Ferris wheel. Solid game. Best 2D sprites. Best character design. Out of 10 Pokemon design. There's only a couple in there that like the pan monkeys, not the semis, but the pan monkeys only. Zoroark. The ice cream Pokemon have a special place in my heart. Fight me on that, but I do enjoy the ice cream Pokemon because they're goofy and funny. Okay. Ranunculus. Busharna. Name me like all the psychic types. Volcarona, there we go, that's another non-psychic. But everything else in that Pokédex, it was average at best and subpar at worst. Also, it kind of reused Gen 1's Pokédex formula, if that makes sense. Like, you know how the Clink Clink line is supposed to be the Magnezone line, which is stupid. But other than that, I'm sorry, I went on a rant. Other than the Pokédex being hot garbage and a 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10 story, 10 out of 10 game design, 10 out of 10 characters. Yeah, they perfected the 2D battle system. It wasn't sluggish anymore, it went by fast, it was great. And free DLC. What a concept. Because I know for a fact that this game came out today. Battle Subway, DLC. The World Tournament, DLC. Anything post-game, DLC. This was a time when Pokemon had free DLC and the games were completed. Also nostalgia. But, yeah, I know a lot of people hate these games, but when they first came out, I cried. Okay, I cried because of N, alright? You can't put Diamond and Pearl any higher than B. So I only played Diamond, but I'm assuming Pearl is the same thing except Palkia. So we're just gonna base it off of that. But the mechanics were clunky. The story was good. The Pokemon designs were good. The character design was good. It's just, I can't put any higher than B because the sluggish mechanics, Lord have mercy, man, I barely got through those games. And in a second, I'm gonna talk about, not Ultra Sun, but regular Sun and Moon. Platinum, I heard Platinum was better, but I didn't play it, so I have no idea because, you know, I came from the poor household with low income. So my parents can only afford one Pokemon game per year. So that year I chose Diamond. And I didn't get Pearl or Platinum, I just got Diamond. For Black and White, I got White, and then I got White too. Alright. Again, this was another situation where I didn't play it because my parents only had money for one game per year. One game per birthday. So I didn't play any of these. So I don't have no commentary. In place of that, I played Leaf Green and Fire Red. I played both because my sister got Fire Red and I got Leaf Green. So I managed to play both. First introduction to Kanto. Pretty good though. Do say so myself. First story is always a pretty good story. Also, the slot machines can't believe they got rid of the slot machines, man. The slot machines were the best part of the game. Gambling for that Porygon? I remember gambling for that Porygon. The only thing I hate about that game was the bike road. That was the most annoying part. But other than that, solid A tier. And it was challenging. Okay, gold and silver. Not that one. Where's regular silver? Somewhere in this pile of mess. Here you are. Gold was my first game, because my sister got gold for her birthday. We didn't get silver again, one game per year, per child. My sister got gold. I think I was like 3 or something at the time. I can't put it any higher than B, because, you know, it's an older game. It's still a pretty good game, pretty solid. Okay, we all know why this is going on bottom. We all know why. Where is your friend? Where are your friends? Listen, Pokemon went south fast, starting with Sword and Shield. Where's Shield? Where's Sword? There we go. Unfinished games, empty open world, glitches up the wazoo, story mediocre. The only saving grace with Scarlet and Violet was the dog, Arven's dumb dog, and the ending when you face the professor. But that was the only good part about Scarlet and Violet. And I'm not talking about DLC, because DLC was very disappointing. Again, DLC did not fix the open world issues. And in a sense, it made it worse. Why is Kitakami so small? Why is there only 3 houses when there's a whole village? Shouldn't it be at least, you know, if there's 100 people, at least, I don't know, 50 houses or something? I don't know. I'm going on a tirade. And then the plot for Sword and Shield, the villain's motivation did not make sense. Okay, he wanted, was it clean, reusable, infinite energy or something like that, if I remember correctly, freaking Chairman Rose. I didn't get it. Because one, Electivire exists, and Electivire can power an entire city. Okay? So just get an Electivire for all of your towns. Big brain, like, come on, think about it for a second. Or, any electric type Pokemon, in fact. We'll find an evolution style, not like a Pikachu, unless it's Ash's Pikachu, because, you know, whatever. But, you know, a Raichu probably would be fine. Electivire, like I said, Magnezone. I think Magnezone could power a city. I didn't get it. Or, you know what? G-Max Pikachu? That's all you really need. Or a G-Max Toxicity. Come on, Chairman Burrows. That's how you solve the energy crisis. Like, what are we doing here? You don't need to turn to this. Okay, Oras. Oras was good. Again, free DLC. Definitely know the Delta story would have been paid DLC, but it came out today. Delta story? Pretty good. Pretty good. Character design? Top notch. The only thing I didn't like was, why was I handed to Latios and Latios? I'm not a child. I mean, I am in the game, but why couldn't I just find them? To me, that didn't make sense. Also, them expanding on Mega Evolution, that was pretty cool too. I did not play the original of these, so we're just gonna put these down here. X and Y. Unfinished. We all know why they're unfinished. Couldn't even go into the power plant. It did not really explain what Zygarde's deal was. He kind of was in a cave for some reason. But why? To me, it felt unfinished, so. The only saving grace, Pokédex was pretty good. The region was well designed. Well, not like gameplay-wise, but the atmosphere. Like, there was that one, wasn't there that one castle with the Sekirama restaurant in it? I can't remember. Battle Chateau? I think that's what it's called. That was cool. Lumio City was cool. You know, like, the setting was very cool. Not the how it was designed, but same. Pokédex was pretty solid. Starters were mediocre in design. I don't like any of the Colo starters. Me don't like furries, and all of them ended up being furries, and I was depressed. So. Customization, 10 out of 10 customization character, though. Arceus, I'm putting an S here. I had a lot of fun playing Arceus, because it was so different from all other Pokemon games. And I know a lot of people don't like Arceus, but I liked Arceus. My only gripe is the art design. I hated the art design. It was like... It reminded me of Pokemon Coliseum. Like GameCube level graphics. And we're in 2020... Was it 2021 when that game came out? I can't remember. But, you know, the GameCube graphics was insanity. Like, what are we doing here, Game Freak? Pal World has better graphics and it's cheaper. Like, make it make sense. But anyways, I had fun playing that game. Volo Twist, pretty good. Pulling that Giratina out in there, 10 out of 10. These. I did have fun playing these, and it fixed a lot of problems with the original Gold and Silver. I did not like Lyra's character design, though. I thought it looked ugly. Okay, original Sun and Moon, I can't put it any higher than B tier. Too much dialogue for no reason. Pacing was bad. The dialogue. Totem Pokemon were cool, though. Also, I think Alpha and Totem Pokemon are pretty much the same thing. In my opinion. I think they're the same concept. It was also kind of cool how there was no gyms. I like that. You know, I like it when Pokemon experiments. But the pacing in that game and the story... Oh god. But they did fix it with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. And again, you can fight me on that. Story was better. Ultra Space. Ultra Space was good. And I know for a fact Ultra Space would have been paid $30 DLC if it came out today. But that was free $99. All the post-game stuff was free. I did like the story and improved. The pacing was still a little slacking. But I mean, it wasn't like a whole textbook I was reading, so it wasn't too bad. And I like how they expanded on regular Sun and Moon as an alternate version of that game. Parallel world. So yeah. Oh, I never played Silver, so that's why it's down here. There you go. Also, if you like this video, leave a like. If you like or dislike my opinions, comment down below. Hit the subscribe button. And thank you for watching and supporting my channel.